Hello everybody, it's Gloria from Gigi the Crochet Queen. This is another video tutorial for the crochet basics. So I did one for slip knots and the magic circle. So now we will do a single crochet, half double, double, and treble. Those are the basic stitches for crochet, and you people do fancy things with it. So we will do another slip knot, and as I say, I go over like that. I go under, grab the yarn, oops, do it again, go under, grab the yarn, and pull it through, and that's my slip knot, and you can pull it. Now we're going to do some chain stitches, and again, chain is yarn over, pull through your loop, yarn over, pull through your loop, yarn over, pull through the loop, yarn over, pull through your loop, yarn over, pull through your loop, and that is your chain stitch. And I'll make a long chain so we can work up some of these stitches. And I'm just using some scrap yarn that I have. I have lots, and if you crochet, you know, everyone has lots of scrap yarn. I don't know how many, I did not count. Now, you can go, and usually if you read a pattern, they will usually say start from the second chain from the hook. So this loop on your crochet hook does not count. So this is your first chain, this is your second chain. And most people go directly into this top loop of the chain stitch, and then some people turn it over and go into the little humps that you can see from making the chain stitches. So I'm going to just go this way into the top loop of the chain. So we're going to start with single crochets. So with the single crochet, you just go into the chain, grab your yarn, pull it through, yarn over, and pull through your 2 loops. Again, go into the chain, grab your yarn, pull it through. You have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through. One more. Go into your chain, grab the yarn, pull it through, 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through. And those are your single crochet stitches. Now, I'll just go ahead and finish this one out in single crochets, and I'll just do it in normal speed, I should say, which is my speed. I'm not a fast crocheter, but I get the job done. There are a lot of crocheters on YouTube that crochet at neck break speed. I am not that person. I tell everybody when I learned to crochet, I learned it from an older person, and I've never seen really anyone crochet really fast until I came on to YouTube, and I was floored to see how many crocheters are such speed demons with crochet. I love watching it, but that's not me. Some people say I crochet fast. I was like, nope. I'm an average crocheter for sure. So I'm almost finished with this chain and all of my single crochets. And again, you just let the yarn carry over your fingers so that that's your guide. That holds your tension. So this is what the single crochets look like. Now I'm just going to chain up one so we can go on and turn, and then start a row of half double crochets. And that chain one just brings up some height for your next stitch. So for a half double crochet, you yarn over, go into the stitch, grab your yarn, pull it through, and you have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over and pull through all 3. That is a half double crochet. Again, yarn over, go into your stitch, grab your yarn, pull it through, 3 loops on the hook, yarn over, pull through all 3. Yarn over, go into your stitch, grab your yarn, pull it through, yarn over, pull through all 3 stitches. Now, half double crochets are my favorite stitch, and I like it because it's right between the half double crochet and the single crochet, and for me it is a faster stitch for me to do, and it is an easier stitch for me to see. So these are half double crochets. If I'm doing something just for myself and I don't really want to do single crochets because they take much longer, and I really do single crochets when I'm doing amigurumis, and that's what I've been doing a lot of lately. But if I want to make something for myself and I'm not using someone else's pattern, this is my go-to stitch because it's right between the two. And as I said, I can see these and count them much easier than I do with the single crochet stitch. So that is the half double crochet. And as you can see, it's a little taller than the single crochet. Now I will chain up 2 for the height of the double crochet and turn. Now for the double crochet, you yarn over, you go into your stitch, grab your yarn, pull it through, 2 stitches, 3 stitches on your hook, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. That is the double crochet. Again, yarn over, go into your stitch, grab your yarn, pull it through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Again, yarn over, go into your stitch, grab your yarn, pull it through, You have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. That is your double crochet. So I will go ahead and finish this double crochet in regular speed of what I would normally. I would probably go a little bit faster than this, but I'm not making anything. I'm just showing, hopefully, people that are new to crochet can learn the stitch. And a lot blankets, sometimes wearable, are done in double crochets. It really depends on, you know, if you what pattern you find. I watch a lot of YouTube. I've learned a lot from different crocheters. YouTube is a wealth of knowledge, and it has really helped me to improve my skills. So I'm hoping that these videos will help someone else improve their skills as well. Because we all need to know at least the basic stitches so that we have an idea when you hear people talk about do this stitch or that stitch, you have an idea of what they're talking about. And you know, people crochet differently, but if you know the basic stitches, that is very important. So that is the double crochet. So we have the single crochet, the half double, and the double. Now we're going to go to the treble. Some people say I learned treble, so I say treble, and some people say triple, but it is a triple or treble crochet stitch. So I'm going to just chain 3 just to get myself started. And sometimes you see, usually if you're using treble, people say chain 4, because that chain 4 will count as a treble crochet. I'm trying to make sure my yarn doesn't go rolling away. So with the treble crochet stitch, you yarn over twice, 1, 2, go into your stitch, grab your yarn, pull it through, and you will have 4 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And that is your treble stitch. Again, yarn over twice, go into your stitch, grab your yarn, pull it through, yarn over 2, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Again, yarn over twice, go into your stitch, grab your yarn, pull it through. You'll have 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And that is your treble crochet stitch. So I will do this in real time. This is, you know, if you want to do something quick, this is a great stitch to use. I don't use it very often. I've used it, I've followed patterns. They use it to make bows, because you get, and really a lot of the crochet bows that you see, they're using the double and treble and half, and all of the stitches really, most of the time. the bows that I've seen use the single crochet, half double, double, and treble. So TR means treble, SC is single crochet, HDC is half double crochet, DC is double crochet. So those are the abbreviations that you will see. So I'm almost finished with the treble crochets. I just don't want my yarn to go flying off of the table. One more to go. And this is the last, oops, I'm doing a double. Again, yarn over twice for the treble. Those are the 4 basic stitches of crochet. So single crochet, half double crochet, and treble. So I hope that this was helpful, and I will make separate so that you will have a better idea of just seeing them separately instead of together. Okay, so we're going to do, I made a chain of 21 and we're going to do single crochets. And I've already showed you how to do it using the front loop. So let's do the humps in the back. So when you do, if you start your chain using the back loop, it gives it a clean finish compared to doing it the front loop. So you'll have a clean finish at the bottom and a clean finish at the top. So let me show you what I mean. If we do it this way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'm using a much larger hook just so you can see the stitches better. 7, 8, 9, and 10. So this is what it looks like when you just go into that single loop. If you turn it over and go into the humps, the back loops I should say, I'm not sure. I just call them humps because that's what they look like. The back of, so just turn your chain over and go into those back humps and you get a clean finish. You'll see the difference. So this is going into the back humps and this side is going into So you can see the difference from one side to the other. It's a nice clean finish. So if you have to, like say you want to add more to the bottom of this, it's a good clean bottom, and you're not pulling, you're not distorting the shape of your item, because it's, and you can see that one, if you went into, then you would have to go into the other loop. So you see the differences on the finishes. I prefer to go into the back loop if I can, but sometimes depending on the pattern you may have to use, especially if you're working in the round on something, you definitely could not do this because you're going to be using the other loops on that round. So that is the single crochet. So just made a chain of 21 again, and we're going to do the back loops for the back hump for the half double crochet. So again, the half double crochet is yarn over, and we're skipping the first chain. So that first hump, we're skipping that, and we're going into the second one, going into the hump. So pull the yarn through. You have 3 on your hook, yarn over, and pull through all 3 loops. Yarn over, go into the hump, grab a yarn, pull it through, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 3. And this is for the half double crochet. So yarn over, go to the hump, pull it through, yarn over, pull through all 3. The single crochet gives you a tighter stitch. Half double crochets are not quite as tight, but they are tighter than the half double crochets if you're making a top or a skirt or a dress. You always want to at least use smaller stitches to give you more coverage. And I try to use cotton yarn really when I make something wearable, as acrylic yarn is hot, and I am in hot climate, so. And cotton is the breathable yarn. Like cotton is breathable. So that is the half double crochet. Now we will do the double crochet in the back hoop, the back hump. So we're going to skip the first one and the second one and go into the third one. And yarn over, put your yarn into the hump, pull it through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Again, yarn over, go into the hump, grab the yarn, pull it through, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2, yarn over. So you're not going in, you're going under the hump. Grab your yarn, pull it through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And this is the double crochet. And again, I'm just going under the back humps. Making the double crochet, and you can see the finish at the bottom is the same as the top when you go under the back humps. And they are, you know, just practice. If you're new to crochet, just get some yarn and just practice, because when you wrap the yarn around your finger like that, or just like that, however you do it, so that you can hold your tension better. That is what makes your stitches even every time, is making sure you hold your tension on your working yarn. And the working yarn is the yarn that's going over your finger. And when you see patterns that say weave in your end or weave in your tail, they're talking about the tail that you made when you did your slip stitch. So that would be your end. And this is what the double crochets look like. That's the top and that's the bottom. I have made a chain of 24, and this will be for our last stitch tutorial for this one. And what we're going to do is the treble stitch. So you want to yarn over twice, and I'm going to start in the 4th chain from the hook. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So the 4th hump, that's what I'm going to go into. Go under, and you go under, grab your yarn, pull it through, and you'll have 4 loops on your hook. Pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And you go under the hump, grab your yarn, yarn over twice, go under the hump, grab your yarn, pull it through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Again, yarn over twice, go into your hump, under the hump, grab your yarn, pull it through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this in real time. The treble stitch is a much bigger stitch, and as I said before, if it's something that you want to do quick, this would be a good stitch to use if it can be used. And if you had chunky yarn and wanted to make a blanket, like a 5 or a 6, this would be a good stitch because the yarn is thicker, so it would make it much warmer, and it wouldn't take you so much time to make one. But usually the chunky yarns don't come in huge skeins, so you may need a few. to make a blanket. Oh, I take that back, because the blanket yarns are really big. They come in huge skeins. So this would be, and of course you would have to use a much larger hook for thicker yarn. And you can always use two. If you use a larger hook, you can always use, if you only have medium weight yarn, you can always use 2 or 3 together to make a thicker blanket. And there's also a hack that you can also use to make your 4-weight yarn into a thicker weight yarn. So that is the treble stitch. So I'll lay them down so you can see all of the different ones separately. That's the treble, double, half, and single. We went from the smallest to the largest. So I hope you enjoyed this short tutorial, and if you have any questions, just leave them in the comment section. Let me know if this was helpful, and if you have any other thing that you want to learn in this basic crochet tutorial that I'm doing, trying to cover bases. There will always be something that will come up, but I'm just trying to do the basics to get you started, to get you excited about crochet, as excited as I am, because I love to crochet. So I hope that you learned something, and let me know if you have any questions, or if you have any suggestions, or want me to cover something else, let me know. And until my next video or my next live, stay safe, keep crocheting. Bye-bye.